hold him to that. So after he read his idea through us, he sent out an email and put me on the schedule. Be careful what you wish for. So just quickly, I thought in honor of Mother's Day, we'd take a look at what the true character of a mother is. In 1 Samuel chapter 1, verses 10 through 20, and I'm reading from the NIV version. It says, "In her deep anguish, Hannah prayed to the Lord, weeping bitterly. And she made a vow, saying, 'Lord Almighty, if you'll only look on your servant's misery and remember me, and not forget your servant, but give her a son, then I will give him to the Lord for all the days of his life, and no razor will ever be used on his head.' As she kept on praying to the Lord, Eli observed her mouth. Hannah was praying in her heart, and her lips were moving, but her voice was not heard. Eli thought she was drunk and said to her, 'How long have you going to stay drunk? Put away your wine.' 'Not so, my lord,' Hannah replied. 'I am a woman who is deeply troubled. I have not been drinking wine or beer. I was pouring out my soul to the Lord. Do not take your servant for a wicked woman. I have been praying here out of great anguish and grief.' Eli answered, 'Go in peace, and may God of Israel grant what you have asked of him.' And she said, 'May your servant find favor in your eyes,' and went on her way and ate something, for her face was no longer downcast. Early the next morning they arose and worshipped before the Lord, and then went back to their home in Ramah. And Elkanah made love to his wife, Hannah, and the Lord remembered her. So in the course of time, Hannah became pregnant and gave birth to a son. She named him Samuel and said, 'Because I asked for him from the Lord.'" Hannah is one of the most inspiring women or mothers in the Bible, and although her story is less well known, despite years of patience and prayer, she remained unable to have a child. One day, in her deep anguish, Hannah prayed to the Lord, weeping bitterly, and God answered her prayer at last. Hannah's character is truly shown through when she dedicated her newborn son to service to the Lord. Her son would one day become one of Israel's greatest heroes and prophets. Such is the character of a great mother.